We are today continuing our previous topic, physical and chemical change. In our lesson 2, is matter around us pure? Okay. We have done changes are of two types, physical change and chemical change based on their properties, change in their properties. So examples of physical change were taken: cutting, tearing or mixing of anything, cutting of paper, cutting of wood, tearing of cloth, tearing of paper, or mixing. Mixing means we can mix two solids with each other. For example, we are mixing salt with sugar, sugar with soil, etc. Or we can mix a solid with liquid. For example, when we are making a lemon juice or lemonade, then what we do? We mix lemon juice, salt, sugar in water. So mixing of anything is also example of physical change, because only physical properties are changing. Why it is called this, we will study in detail in next topics. And chemical change, burning of anything, burning of paper, burning of cloth, burning of wood, cooking of food, and rusting. Rusting is also one example of chemical change in which iron gets rusted and converted into iron oxide, that is called rust. Okay. But there are few changes which include both physical and chemical change. That means here both changes are compulsory. In this we include only that changes where both physical and chemical changes are compulsory. So first of all, I am taking example of burning of candle. In your home also you have burned the candle, and what you see, what happened? First of all, here melting of wax takes place. It is compulsory for the wax to melt, otherwise candle will not burn. And after that, burning of these wax vapors. When we burn the wick of the candle, this is candle, this is the wick. First of all, what we do? We put fire on this wick. By taking heat from here, this candle starts to melt. Now what happened? Melted wax goes here through this wick. It converts into vapors, and then that vapors burn in this flame and produces light. So for burning of candle, these two are important. If wax not melt, then candle cannot burn. So both are important, both are necessary. That's why burning of candle is included in both physical and chemical change. Not single physical, not single chemical. So now second example we have from our daily life, that is burning of LPG. LPG gas is used in kitchen to cook food. It is used in gas stoves. Here what happened? In first chapter I told you LPG gas is filled in gas cylinders by liquefying them. It is petroleum gas which is liquefied by applying pressure and decreasing temperature. This converts into liquid. This is LPG gas cylinder. Now gas is present in liquid form, but when it burns it is not in liquid form. What happened? When we on the regulator, then this gas, this liquid comes into pipe in the form of vapor. So first of all, liquid gas converts into gaseous form. That means it's a vapor's form and comes in pipe to the gas stove here. So first change is change of state. Here liquid state converts into gaseous state. After that what happens? When this gas reaches the gas stove, then now it burns. Then burning of petroleum gas vapors takes place. So here also these two changes are compulsory. If gas is in a liquid form, it cannot burn directly. Firstly, it has to convert into gaseous state and then it can burn to produce heat or light. Okay, so these two were examples to show you that there are some changes in nature which are not single physical, not chemical. They include both changes and both are compulsory. This takes place step by step. In burning of candle, first step melting and second step is burning. Same in burning of LPG, first step is a change in state and second step is burning of gas. Okay. Now physical and chemical change complete. Next is we study matter according to this chapter name, that it is pure or impure. So now we will classify matter first on the basis of definition, and after that in this chapter in detail I will tell you why we say that matters are pure or impure. Pure substances or matter. What is a substance? First term comes substance. What is a substance? A substance is a thing which is made of same kind of particles, and if it is made of same kind of particles then it is called pure substance or pure matter. So here it is compulsory single type of particles. For example, oxygen gas, it includes only oxygen and oxygen. Nitrogen gas, it includes only nitrogen and nitrogen. CO2 gas, it includes one carbon and two oxygens. So these are pure substances because always we find these pure substances in this form. Okay, so single type of particles we can say. CO2 gas is completely, if gas is this much or gas is this much, it is always made of CO2 particles, so it is pure. Nitrogen gas is always containing two nitrogen, so it is also pure. Oxygen gas is same containing two atoms, it is pure. Impure substances are those substances which are made up of two or more pure substances. That means when two or more substances mix together, then they can form impure substance. For example, air. Now air is considered as an impure substance. Why? Because this air is not pure. It can contain oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide. Same, it can contain water vapors also, dust particles also, other gases also, and their amount is not same. It can vary. Sometimes water vapors are more, in case of humidity is more. Sometimes water vapors are less in summer season. Dust particles are more when storm is there, strong winds are there, and dust particles are less after the rain. When we burn something, then different pollutant gases, smoke comes in this air. Still we say that this is air. It is polluted air or it is pure air. So air contains all these things. So it is a impure substance. because these are not in fixed ratio. Impure substances are also called mixtures. Okay, so tomorrow onwards we will start pure substances in detail. Okay, thank you.